Hello, welcome. I'm Nana, and I welcome you here today for an entire day of weather. We have some weather here in the south today. All of a sudden, it's gotten cold and rainy, and we don't like that. But we're fine. We're inside, nice and warm, and have our sweaters on. We're going to paint with our pastels a wonderful and one of my favorites, a tornado. Now, a tornado looks beautiful in the sky. If you see one in real life, it's not so beautiful, I realize. We're going to do a tornado, and then we have a special request from one of my students who happens to be my grandson, and he wants us to paint a hurricane that he just is very interested in, done lots of research. So we're going to have two weather events in the next few minutes. So if you would like to, I would appreciate it if you would send a photo of your completed artwork to us so that we can admire it and do a happy dance. We do happy dances, really, when we get wonderful photos. And I would like for you to just say where you're from today, so we can say hello to you in, on Saturn or wherever you're watching us from. So let's get started. Now I have regular copy paper. It's just regular, wonderful copy paper. And a scratch sheet underneath it to hold it down, because this is going to be a very breezy weather day. So we're going to have to hold it down, or it could just fly off the page with you and your little doggy too. So these are the colors that I have chosen. There's orange and yellow and purple. You have to have purple for your tornado. Dark green, light green, a white, and then some more that we may or may not use. It's up to you if you want to add colors to your painting. All right, first of all, we're going to set the actual horizon line. Now this is going to be a big tornado, so we're going to put the horizon down low on your sheet of paper, which is turned horizontal this way, wide way. All right. This is the dark green. I'm going to lay it down, and I'm going to just make it work. You hear it? It's working.
And I wanted to remind everybody to please share this video with another artist you know would enjoy it.
All right. And then, because this is going to be in the springtime, and we have a little bit of a hill right here, and it's got nice green grass on it. And I'm going to mix in some of the light green. Okay. Now, we're going to go ahead and start on our tornado. Like I said, it's going to be a pretty big one. I have my dark purple, and I'm going to turn it on its side and make it go to work. You can make your tornado as wide as you like. And because they spin rather crazily, we have some of it going one way, some of it going another, going to make it go off into the sky that way. And that was quick. Now, this is a gray. I would be using a black, but I couldn't find a black that quickly. So gray will just have to do. That's what you do when you have pastels. You just use what you have, and you'd be surprised at how well it works. We're just adding a little bit of dark color to the edges. Now, just to emphasize that this is a big storm, I'm going to add some dark blue. Now see how you just go, well, I'm going to put this in, and then I'm going to put that in, and it all works out, doesn't it? That is a big storm. All right, now back behind this storm is a really strange kind of sky. It is yellow. And I've colored it about halfway up. I don't know what exactly this weather phenomenon is called, but the sky is yellow in the background. Okay, this is about halfway up. And then we're going to take the orange and we're going to make like streaks of color to show that this is a mighty storm. Now, not too many streaks. You don't want to make it look like it's a flag or anything. And you can take your fingers and kind of spread it in a little bit. All right. Now I'm going to take this dark blue and I'm going to lightly fill in clouds. Very lightly. Because we don't want to take away from the storm itself, do we? Okay, because there's a lot happening in this tornado, we're going to put a great big bolt of lightning with our white. Now, you may have to try this a couple of times to get it to come out. There you go, there's one. And here is another small one. Okay. Now, over here to the side, we're going to put some poor little trees that are just kind of blowing in the wind over here. And over here to make it so you'll see this indeed is a landscape. Okay, and now we are just about finished.
And then I wanted to let everybody know that all of the spring and Easter video art lessons are 25% off this week at chalkpastel.com.
All right, take your favorite color. Today my favorite color is purple. And write your name here in the corner. And then take your painting and flip it over and name it Tornado and today's date. And you can go and show this to your family and your friends And they'll be so surprised, they'll say, oh, I know what that is. I know that is a tornado. And they will know that you have done a really good job on this. All right, we're going to move on to our hurricane. Now, I may have to get some help about the hurricane from my artist friend here. And while we wipe off our fingers just a bit, this is which hurricane is it?
How about let's do Harvey?
Okay. He says this is maybe Hurricane Harvey. All right. Now we can use mostly these same pastels. It's not, this is a satellite view of the hurricane. So we're going to start with the map of the United States. Again, I have our paper stretched horizontally. Now just make it simple. Don't worry about this. Whoops. Just lost my, there we go. Now, go. Now you do the best that you can do with your map. That's the best I can do without looking at a map. We live about right there. The hurricane is going to be focused, it's focusing its rage and storm down here on Florida. So let's go ahead and take our light green and let's just lightly color in our map. I'm moving quickly and getting my hand out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. You take your painter fingers actually and smooth this out so you have a nice smooth map, because we're going to really have a humdinger of a storm. Now, this is an aqua, or as we used to say when I was growing up, aqua, but it's aqua. And I'm going to put it down like this, and I'm going to lightly color in, lightly, the Gulf of Mexico. In our part of the United States, most all of our weather starts down in the Gulf of Mexico and travels northward. Painter fingers. If you get a little bit of green in there, it's okay. The Gulf has a blue-green color of water, which looks very much like a swimming pool. All right, we're ready for our storm, aren't we? Okay, let's get our white. Now you may have to really bear down to make the storm look like it does on the radar. Bear down. I'm going to switch and see if I can find a stronger one. This has a little bit of yellow on it, so maybe you can see it on the screen a little bit better. Okay, that's the beginning of the storm. let's go ahead and lightly put this part of the storm in. And then we're going to take our painter fingers and we're going to make it branch out, because this is going to be a really, really big storm. I'm switching colors again, trying to get colors you'll be able to see. This is a big storm. Oh my goodness. The weatherman told us it's coming. You better go and get your canned goods and your milk and your water, because it's coming. All right, here is the eye of the storm. Now, I'm leaving it with a center open. You may want to close your eye up, but this is the way we're going to do this. And to see this even better, I'm just afraid you might not be able to see it on camera. I'm going to put a little bit of black around it, just a touch, so you can see it. That's better. Getting my hand out of the way so you can see. That is quite a storm. Okay. Now, you can make your ocean, this is the Atlantic Ocean here, a little bit darker if you like, and you can make the Gulf water a little bit darker, and it shows up better, doesn't it? It's not so just pale in color. Now you might want to see my grandson painting first, because he just has worked on this and worked on this, and he's put his hurricane in a different part, it looks like.
Can you explain which hurricane this is?
This is actually Hurricane Harvey. Irma was the one that hit Florida.
Oh, okay. And you see, this is over here near Texas. There's the Florida boot in the panhandle. Mine is concentrated on Florida here. I think that we have wonderful paintings this morning, and I might even put my name on it. No, I won't do that. I'll put my name here on this, and then flip it over, and you can put weather, hurricane, or you can just put hurricane. If you don't know how to spell it, get an older brother, sister, mother, teacher, whoever to write it, and today's date. And then go and show it off, because everyone will say, you are an artist.
Thank you for joining us today. We invite you to stop by chalkpastel.com every Wednesday at noon, when we will have our weekly art lesson. And we're glad that you joined us. We look forward to seeing your photos. Please add them right here to the comment section of this video so we can see them. And we wanted to remind you that all of that spring art and the Easter video art lessons, all of it is 25% off at chalkpastel.com. Thank you for joining us today.